February 26, 2026. And it's approximately 7:19 a.m. on that eastern side. We done flipped them poles, so it might be western, but then again, I do not know. But I know one damn thing. On that birth certificate, or what they would call there we go, welcome to the retrograde, the certificate of live birth. They put our names in all caps. So that means they were standing on it when they named us. They were standing on business too. So guess what? We finna stand on business. Because I'm D'Amica. And in all caps, it's time for tarot cards. I will pull the truth. Welcome to the Mercury retrograde, the first cycle for 2026. I'm excited because as you see by the thumbnail, and I got a few downloads, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know me and how I be woo, 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 So when I be catching these downloads, I write things down. But I'm just like, I'm excited. I'm honored. We're going to do tarot today. Actually, we're just going to pull, we'll do tarot and see how this goes. We're absolutely going to pull the rest of these, of the Oracle deck here, because this is the last of the Oracle deck that we have until I have to shuffle all my babies and get them back into their own deck so we can get more messages. But we've made it, collective. We've made it. Welcome to the Mercury retrograde, the first cycle of 2026. So thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. We're ready to welcome in these energies. And they can see by the thumbnail, they can see by the title. What if the Mercury retrograde is not actually here to disrupt you? Is it? Is it actually here to disrupt you, or is it actually here to disrupt those around you? Which would eventually be a disruption for all. I'm sorry. Welcome to the frequency. Welcome to the channel. We have already made it past 500 subscribers. If you want, comment below. 1,000, here we come. The ones that I can see, right? So 1,000, here we come. And we doing this thing from the bottom on up. So yeah, thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you to the energies that are inside of me, that surrounds me, that guards me, that protects me. And while we pull on this general collective energy, we are always guarded and protected at all times, but especially during this time, while we tell them to bring that here, right? While we call all these energies in and we summon them here, we ask for your divine protection. Spirit, are you with us? Divine, I know you hear us. Ashe, ashe, ashe. So we'll go ahead and start with the Oracle deck. Again, we're in Mercury retrograde, right? Y'all already know we're going to learn some things when y'all see me. Don't play with me because we energy, right? This is all about energy. So it's going to show communication. Besides the fact that we should focus on our boundaries, potential deceptions, and areas where our personal goals might be compromised. Remember that? I've been saying it for like 2 or 3 days. It's going to highlight delays, bring unresolved things back into view here now. Okay, so guard up, be ready to have things be brought back up. Right? We're gonna find out. It shows you what needs adjustment. It's going to reveal what was rushed, unclear, or incomplete. Now, Gemini, Virgo, Leo, Pisces, we're going to get hit the hardest, right? However, everyone is going to feel the effects of this. Every system, I should say. Every system. Keep that in mind here, okay, y'all? So we're going to revisit, review, and then revise, okay? Pay attention, all right? So it's time to back up your devices and reread every contract. Okay, I can't even read my own handwriting, on top of the stuttering, on top of the energy, on top of I'm excited, on top of the season within itself, this cycle within itself. All right, so February 26th through March 20th, keep in mind that these are the physical attacks that you may feel during this time, okay? Digestive issues like bloating, that's why my stomach was like this. I told y'all it's usually flat. But because of the retrograde, the bloating and shit. So the digestive issues is going to cause bloating, acid reflux, and nausea, okay? You're going to be extremely fatigued and extremely restlessness, okay? Disrupted sleep patterns with vivid dreams or vivid nightmares, right? There will be skin issues for some of us, If we're taking in this stress, it's going to cause the skin issues. That's why I asked that question. You know what I'm saying? Is the Mercury retrograde going to affect all of us? Okay. So then headaches, muscle tension, some of it I'm feeling. You dig what I'm saying? Take care of yourself always, beloveds, always. Okay. Focus on your boundaries. Okay. This is about you. All right. So let's get into this message. We're going to start with the Oracle deck because I want to get these on out the hand. So we can shuffle up all the messages and then back out like they supposed to be. Or like, God damn it, let's get into the message. Ashe. Oh, man, it's going to be tough. Oh, man. I guess for me, the lesson would be slow down, right? Slow down. Ooh, okay, we'll start here. So with this that flew out, and this was like half the deck, so prep yourself here. The Lover is coming out first here. Grand Rising, everyone. If you're new to the frequency, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the frequency. I read all the comments at the end of the transmission, right before we pray, and we cut the cords to all the portals and all these energies. So there's a male seeker of cards out there. The special man, a husband, a boyfriend. Ooh. He just flipped over and fell on cognitive dissonance. But back to this Lover here. For some of you, this special man is for a female seeker of cards here. We ain't seeing nobody right now, Divine Spirit. So this is a male getting a reading. They just said, ain't nobody talking about you. I'm tripping. I know. So a male friend, a brother, a potential love affair. So we got a lover creeping their ass on out here during a retrograde. We're going to find out what's going on. We're going to find out why. All right, cognitive dissonance is coming out. So talking about the stuttering and the forgetting shit and, you know, everything that's coming with this first cycle, it's uncomfortable tension that exists when two conflicting thoughts are in the mind at the same time. Tension exists between actions of the mind going against the actions of the heart, which known to be true. It's used to weaponize personal belief systems to reject truth and accept lies through their own mental state of cognitive dissonance here, okay? All right? This is why I take my goddamn notes. All right? Write everything down. And if you don't understand something, create a system where you can start learning stuff, okay? But this is how I get in touch with Divine Spirit, by receiving certain downloads. And I told you, it's not the full definition that you always looking for. It be keywords and shit that I've seen or I dealt with, and I'm like, what the fuck that mean? And I'm deep with it. Fuck that. You think a conspiracy theorist is deep? No shade, no level. We all out here doing what we gotta do. Why the fuck I just do that? 7-6, fuck that shit. You fucked up. Okay, so what I'm saying is, oh shit, shut the fuck up. So this is coming out, something about funerals or a funeral, or come on now, because it's saying unresolved themes here, okay? So the final disposition of a corpse. Somebody in spiritual jail, and because of the illusions, what? Sacrifices, enslavement of souls, dark rituals here. Suck energy of sadness and anger, creates chaos here. God damn. And we're talking about tortured. They tortured spirits. They tortured them. God damn. Tortured soul here is lingering. That's the shadows that's following their ass here. That's the tension between two conflicting thoughts here. Those the shadows that they create. Come on now. Inner conflict, An individual experience profound, chronic, internal suffering, emotional anguish, intense mental turmoil, trapped in a cycle of pain. And we're in this first cycle of February of this Mercury retrograde. So anyway, they're trapped, okay? They're haunted by the past, under judgment, okay? Yeah, a troubled spirit, a troubled soul, an anguished heart or mind, a tormented spirit or soul, a distressed individual. Oh shit. And that just made me think of hashtag lost souls. I pull on all energy. And this is so beautiful that this is the last messages of the Oracle deck that I've created, that I got to reshuffle here. And there's a lot over there. I'm going to show y'all. Maybe I'll show y'all before we head off. But the devil is waiting on his next command from the divine. And this is falling under the Lover here. Lust. Lust is coming on out. Okay, a misguided passion here. They disconnected from themselves, self gratification without regard for others, falling away from spiritual values, a Jezebel, a karmic energy, okay? Nothing more beautiful than the death of a beautiful woman. See, they had a desire, that lust here. They were sacrificing in here, beautiful women here, okay? No shade, all of us are beautiful. It's the energy that they saw. They got us focusing on this physical being here. You're beautiful there too. You understand? But it's your energy, beloved, okay? And it's non-negotiable. And it's typically a woman, and they like them young. They like the children young. They like to feast on them. Calm down. So all your blockages are removed, okay? All your blockages are removed, okay? For some of you, during this Mercury retrograde, your mind is sick, not you. So you got to work on your mind here, okay? Because the blockages are removed. You fasted, you've prayed, you've meditated, right? No, your mind is sick due to the lust. It fell under lust. This is talking about the lust, But for most of you, your blockages are removed. Spiritual cleansing, energy cleansing, release. You're going to understand source, okay? Some of you are going to have a greater connection with divine and spirit. Oh, I'm looking at these names. Reed, Howard, Ramos. Ain't nothing on the back. Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. What else we got out here? I promised myself I was going to try to stay with my legs in this pretzel spot for at least 10 minutes. Yes, we made it to 11, but bitch, I still can hang on. All right, so thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit, for what we have so far. Give me a second. I just got to breathe, because sometimes you just got to slow yourself down. I'm receiving too much information. Yes, thank you. Let's go ahead and finish this transmission here. It was a little bit too much going on there. Yeah. It's a lot being revealed. That's what we do. We reveal things here. And if it doesn't apply to you, you just here for entertainment or you just here to learn, kudos. But if you know you're being affected or you know this is you, this is why you're summoning. The Ten of Swords is now the Ten of Pentacles for some here. There's no more dark cults because the blockages were removed here, okay? Don't forget your mind is sick. It's not you, it's your mind due to your lust here, okay? Your thoughts in the mind here, okay? It could be an A positive healer bloodline that's affected by their mind due to their lust here. They're natural caretakers, herbalisms, they're calm. They could have affected an A positive bloodline healer. Highly intuitive, green witchcraft here, a dream interpreter, kitchen magic, nature spirit. Next message is, don't touch my anointed. This is falling under Reed, Howard, and Ramos. Nothing more beautiful than the death of a beautiful woman. It's a funeral. This is the final disposition of their corpse. Due to their dark rituals. Enslavement of the souls, yes. Don't touch my anointed. They did, though. Yes, they did. They are set apart. They are empowered. They are chosen for a divine purpose. There's no more poverty. Ten of Swords is now the Ten of Pentacles. There's no more poverty. You can't fuck with the mind anymore. And that's not negotiable. You've tortured spirits for centuries. They wanted to unalive you. Them dark cults that we demolished. We removed your blockages. I keep saying I don't want to show one eye here. So remind me, stop doing that. I'm not affiliated with nothing but my own energy. In fact, all those energies was affiliated with my motherfucking energy. And I'm calling it back. So they wanted to unalive you. Yes, they did. But it's time to focus, A positive healer. Your lust. Whoever you attacked. Mercury retrograde. They coming. Because why? It's time to revisit. It's time to review. It's time to revise. I told y'all. Take a deep breath in, collective. And when you do, hold it. And then breathe out with this crystal here. Right? So you got the red jasper coming out. It's a hexagonal. It absorbs, right? Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. We appreciate that. It could be black, blue, brown, green. Red and black is for the root chakra. Right? You got the sacral heart. It'll be balanced. orange and yellow, the third eye, the throat, manifestations, balance, addictions, and OCD. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. We needed that. We needed that. That's very heavy out here because they said that, you know, they warned. They were warned. Don't touch my anointing. As I mentioned yesterday, collective, they're not allowed to touch us energetically, spiritually, physically, emotionally, any of that shit. They're not, unless we allow them. But they thought we understood the rules because they cheated and they created all these calendars to where these bitches don't even remember their goddamn own age. They've been past the time they were supposed to go. Now they panicking. They everywhere because these tortured spirits is on their ass. And then they keep trying to destiny swap with your energy. They keep trying to siphon your energy, not knowing that you're an energy worker. So whatever energy they want, your ass gonna give them. Sorry. Your ass gonna give them. You gonna give it to them. Period, point blank. Oh, you want energy. Oh, you want my destiny. No worries, because I'm an energy worker here, right? I don't judge. I welcome all them bitches in. In fact, when you send them, I let them stay for a little bit because I need to understand, overstand, and understand who the fuck you are. And they tell me all the time. They tell me all the time, right? I didn't know how to handle it at first. Motherfuckers call you crazy, right? Right? Yes, they do. And of course I took drugs and drunk alcohol, motherfucker. Fuck wrong with you? I don't do that shit no more. I smoke a lot of weed. All right, so what else we got, Divine and Spirit? So far, okay, what time were we on? 16. I did it for 16 minutes, nigga. We're going to rest for 2 minutes with the legs here. And while I rest, I'm going to look like I'm humping this goddamn floor to work on my lower back here. But, okay, so right now we got 4, 8, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19. Wow. Right now we got 19 out there. And you know I'm going to flip the camera around to show y'all. And y'all should remember I read every comment at the end of the transmission right before we pray and cut the cords. And yes, this is the first prayer of today. We're going for 3 prayers every day. That means 3 live transmissions every day. That's the goal now. Yeah. Especially during this Mercury retrograde here, because we're going to highlight everything. And this is only the first cycle. We're going to show you what needs adjustment. We're going to reveal what's rushed, unclear, and incomplete. Oh, well, thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Because they must return to the soulless pit of hell. Somebody said, we still there. Yes, we are. This is hell. That's why they're going to stay and we're going to leave. $1 million said, so that's where they hid you. Come on now, somebody about to get paid. I've been your little lawyer. Don't forget that shit. Your judge too. The law of one is coming out here. Once you focus, you're going to be able to be a being that's connected with all, interconnected with all. Aurora, I told y'all I'm a July Leo, right? The Lyrians are out here fucking raw. Okay? Unity of all things. Everything, every thought, action, and relationship occurs within a unified field of consciousness here. There is no polarity, no disharmony, only identity. Paradoxes already have their solutions, okay? The universe operates under a single fundamental principle, right? And then y'all, the both gonna bring his ass here talking about I'm underbooked. They've been doing too damn much. You got the goddamn Archon. What up, 12? You got the damn Archon out here snitching on you. Talking about I was underbooked. They didn't know when to stop. I told them. You're not allowed to do that with certain energies. Now, it's fucked up that they do it to some energies. That's why they created some energies. But where they fucked up was that reincarnation shit. Remember that? When y'all was recycling souls over and over and over again. Just so your timeline could be relevant. Y'all remember that shit? That's why all y'all motherfuckers look alike. Yeah. Yes, they do. All of them. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Now they want to, I'm rearranging the cards, but while I'm rearranging the cards, I'm trying to elevate my motherfucking energy because they going crazy in here. And here they grunting and groaning and shit because they still trying to lie. Yes, you did. Yes, the fuck you did. Okay, time's up. Now they running, still thinking that they're running against time, and the only thing they running from is Chronos itself. They owe time. That was the deal. That was the contract, right? Okay. So now they button heads. That's what's coming out next. Now they button heads out here. 4, 8, 12, 16, 24. They spiritually homeless. Remember that $1 million that came out was like, where they hid you? Somebody been stealing $1 million worth of energy out here. They suffering from substance abuse, bad health, crisis, no support from the astral realm. They witches and warlocks don't have no goddamn power or energy either, right? They challenged emotionally and mentally. They can't handle the situations here. The ones that they projected on everybody else. They had a projector in their energy. If you are a projector and you're a divine projector, here's what you do. Here's what all projectors are able to do. But what are you projecting for? They guide and strategize, possessing the unique ability to see and understand others on a deeper level. They inherit wisdom and insight, and they offer guidance. Their unique point of view is valued, right? They develop personal growth, they develop personal recognition, and they can navigate complex situations here. Okay. And then once I get 2 more, I'm going to flip the camera because I'm full right here. I'm going to flip the camera here and so that you guys can see what we got. Give me 2 more, Divine and Spirit. We just need 2 more. So the general collective and these goddamn energies that we fucking whooping out here, some of them, their energy is being decimated, and that's what they know. Yes, Divine and Spirit said that's what they know. There is no regeneration for them. Everybody's so worried about the physical body, the physical avatar. The bloodline has banned them for good. Their bloodline has banned them for good. Yeah, they tarnished their bloodlines for some of them. And then for some of them, I have not felt sorrow without reason. Now they button heads. That's why they banned them from the bloodline here. Because some of them was like, no, I didn't do this shit like this. I felt sorrow. I gave. I was not lustful here. Okay? I was not lustful. I was pure. Okay? I wasn't envious. I was kind. I wasn't angry. I was gentle here. Okay? So they felt sorrow. You got this bloodline that's like, fuck that, get the fuck out. And the bloodline is falling under Yall DeBoeuf here, who's talking about, man, they had me under book. He's telling the bloodline. And Archon is telling on this energy. That's how fucked up they got it out here. So before I pull on some more, we're at 2314. Let me show y'all what we got. And y'all know I'm going to read them comments at the end. 1,000 subscribers. Here we come. What up, y'all? Y'all know I love y'all. Woo! All right. So as you can see, and I'm going to get a close-up on it, but I want y'all to see how much we pulled out so far. We started off with this little space empty. And then we started off with the Mercury retrograde. And I reminded you all, which I'll remind you at the end and throughout the read, what it is and what cycle we're in and why we're headed. Is it actually going to affect you, or is it going to affect those around you? Now, it's going to affect all of us. We're going to have to revisit, review, and revise a whole lot of shit here, okay? A whole lot of shit here. So when it's saying backup devices, remember, you are one system within yourself. You just have a physical avatar guiding your system, right? So it's time. A lot of us are going to be going back. A lot of us don't need to go back, right? Okay, so here we go, y'all. This is the 4, 8, 12, 16, 24. 24 plus 4 is what? 28. So this is the 28 that we've done so far. 2 plus 8 is 10. Look at that. This is the 28 that we pulled out. So look at this. This is column 1. We got the lover. We got the devil is waiting on his next command. Your blockages are removed. No more dark cults. They wanted you unalived. Can you see that? They wanted that for you. Okay. The $1 million was like, so that's where they hid you? Okay. Now they're spiritually homeless. All this over money. All this over greed, pride, anger. lust, gluttony, sloth, greed, 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 money, money, money. Okay? Column 2. Cognitive dissonance, lust. Your mind is sick, not you. An A positive bloodline came out, the healer here. Okay, it's time to focus, focus, focus on the law of one. Okay, because there's a projector out here. Column number 3 is talking about the funeral, right? Right, the funeral, because they were sacrificing. They wanted nothing more beautiful than the unaliving of a beautiful woman. What's going on in all the goddamn headlines right now? The beautiful women and the children, and how they transformed our men into what they would call females or bad bitches. Okay, that's why I say us women, stop saying bad. I'm a bad bitch. No, you're not. You really have to understand why they put these terms out here. No, you're not. But anyway, we got Reed, Howard, and Ramos that came out here. Don't touch my anointed. Okay, then the red jasper came out, absorbing everything that's affecting your root chakra, your solar plexus, your sacral, your heart, your throat, and your third eye. Right? It's balancing all addiction and OCD here, because somebody is obsessed with your energy. It's an addiction. Okay, and they were warned, don't touch my anointed. They are set apart and empowered. They are chosen for a divine purpose here. Okay, you even got the archon that came out. Y'all, the both came out. Okay, he was underbooked. He's snitching. Yeah, that number really does mean something. Okay, learn what they having us try to say in these goddamn songs. That's why I ad-lib all the songs and replace it with the fuck I want to say in it. Okay? The bloodline has banned them for good. They are banned. Whatever's going on, they are done. Decimated. They can't even go back to their own bloodline, the energy of that bloodline. Right? All this, and this is the last column before we put these babies on up. I'm going to pick a few up out of here that we're going to broaden the message on. Right? Because I'm curious, or we could do column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, and just see what we get with tarot. But you got tortured spirits out here. That's non-negotiable about that shit. Hashtag lost souls. Love y'all, baby. Okay? Now the 10 of swords is now the 10 of pentacles. There's no more poverty. Okay? It's time for them to return back to the soulless pit of hell. And yes, we're still in hell, but their hell is way different. Because they not going to have no more light. Nothing. I don't give a fuck about that artificial fucking sun they got in them bunkers. It ain't working. They butting heads now. Right? Because their bloodline. You remember this button heads is sitting next to this bloodline here, which is sitting next to the projector. Oops, hold on. Which is sitting next to the projector here. And now what's happening with this bloodline is because of their actions here, because of their lust, right? They're projecting that shit onto the bloodline here, which is making them spiritually homeless, right? Because some of them have not felt sorrow without reason, right? They had self-control. They had diligence. They were pure. Some of them were kind. Some of them were gentle here, right? Okay. So now that I didn't lose y'all too much, hopefully I didn't lose y'all too much, and y'all know I'm going to comments at the end there. What up, y'all? All right, so let's see. We got the lover out here. Y'all know we're going to pull on the lover. I got a funeral out here. Tortured spirits. That's 1, 2, 3. Because we're going to do a part 2. Y'all know me. It's always a storyline with everything I do. Because if I'm going to come on here 3 times a day, and I do my lives for a specific reason. They fuck with a lot of people footage. And one, I like to timestamp it, right? I like to timestamp my shit, right? And then 2, they fucking with a lot of people phones and views and all that bullshit, all that dumb shit they like to do with them engineers and shit like that. So I'm just like, oh, well, fuck it. I'm going to just keep coming on live. I ain't even got shit else to do. It's not cold outside. I'm going to go ground and all that stuff more like that. But what I'm saying is, this is so divine what I do here. Now I'm just putting it on a platform. It's a channel. I'm channeling shit here. So they better be cautious of who the fuck they think they fucking with when it comes to the general collective consciousness that we are all channeling on during this fucking time and all times at this time. Okay. Yeah, they have banned these energies that's fucking up out here. You can't just say one energy here, right? You got to broaden your mind, and you got to think in the aspect of globally here, because everything is always globally, right? One, what is it called? One world government. What they call themselves? What the fuck they call them? There's something. One united government or some shit. I don't know. But they got the one shit, one religion, one shit. Now they all want to come together and you kumbaya and shit. Fuck that bitch. Nope. Nope. So now they button heads. Let's see. Who else I want to pull on? Somebody's. Well, we know they spiritually homeless. We're gonna pull a little bit more on spiritually homeless. I'm looking at the devil is the devil on his next command. No more dark cults. They want you unalived here. I'm going to pull on this A positive bloodline, the healer, to get more information about. We're going to revisit, review, and revise during this Mercury retrograde. That's the fuck we are. It's time to focus. Fuck you mean. Okay. All right. And I think that's all we're going to pull. Now we're going to pull on what time I got. 30:57. We still got a little bit more time. If you feel like you got to go, please feel free to do so, right? But make sure you pray. And when you pray, say your prayer 3 times, 6 times, or 9 times. If not, I come on 3 times a day. You can rock out and pray with me. You know what I'm saying? Go back to one of my other videos and go listen to the prayer real quick if you feel like it. And fast forward if you don't have a prayer of your own. And just listen to the prayer 3 times. You know what I'm saying? And disconnect from the energies. Don't keep leaving. That's how they harvest your energy, and that's how they connect them shadows to your environment. Straight through this black mirror. It's a black mirror. It's not a phone. It's not what folk are thinking. It's a channel. Welcome to the frequency, y'all. All right, so we got them here. Let's just go ahead. I'm going to cut this in half. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. What are the last messages coming out of here for this final messages from the Oracle deck? And I'm so proud of all of us, but mainly me. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. We put that work in. Yes, I am. But thank you, General Collective Consciousness as well, right? Because it took a whole lot of work, a whole lot of believing in yourself prior to coming onto this platform. And even when you come on a type of platform like this, they going to drag your ass down when you believe in something. When you believe in something, they going to drag your ass through the mud, man. And you better stand 10 toes, nigga. And if you fall, fuck it, get back up. That's what the mission about. But don't run, because that shadow, whatever you run from, it's still going to be there. All right. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Let's go ahead and get the rest of these messages. I shade cut her in half. It's too many to do that shit. So, well, I just do like this. You can tell I ain't had no sex. And, oh, wow. It's time to take actions. And I'm going to flip them over as I go. It's time to take actions. Y'all know I like to be surprised just as much as y'all. Is a dirty offer came back out. There's a dirty offer. So during this Mercury retrograde, you're going to revisit, you're going to revise, and you're going to review your fucking contracts out there. Every single last one of them. And yes, you got to take the patience and the time to do it. Yes, you do, beloved, but we are timeless. You make them motherfuckers wait for you to review it. And if they rush you, automatically, oh, fuck you. And my thing is, if it say contract, I'm already on the... You got me fucked up, peasant. You know what I'm saying? Like contract. Just think of that word within general. Con. What do a con do? It takes away from. What does track do? I think track is to keep shit together. So contract is like taking away from keeping shit together. I don't know. I might be wrong. So it's a dirty offer out here. A deal, a job, a favor that's tainted by dishonesty, abrupt immoral gain, filthy garments, right? They're going to offer you something to wear, and that's a dirty offer. Don't put it on, okay? An attempt to pollute your inner life. Yeah. They wish you fell or been unalive. That's why they working so hard with these dirty offers. It was no respect for you. They was tempted. It was a trap, and they fell for it. Dreams of receiving dirty money that's torn, old, or smelly. Don't accept it. Don't accept it. Don't accept it in the real state, okay? The funds that lead to financial hardship, that's what's going to happen, all right? A dirty gift, clothes, jewelry, that type of shit, they steal your destiny. That's a destiny swap. Right? Something as simple as that. They put the ashes in a lot of furniture. They put the ashes of dead, unalive entities in a lot of the fireworks, the furniture, and the chairs that say dedicated to on the pathwalks, in the rocks. They said anything. They put their ashes in anything. The family hiding an ancient secret that's being revealed about a thief. They was cheating. They was losing something, misplacing something. They was swindling something, All that is stolen does not have to be physically taken. Theft goes on all the time. Don't be don't be careless with your energy and valuables. It's a stolen piece of mind. They were energy vampires. Okay. And then I'm looking at the spirit guides are on the way. I told y'all. Spirit guides are on the way and they've already taken 3D form. And not these fake ass ones they had out here. We talking about the real deal. Fuck you mean. They've been out here for centuries running the same story, just different shit, same shit everywhere. Spirit guides is on the way. Protection, support, guidance, wisdom. You're also getting protection from the Arctic Ocean, and you're going to start receiving messages from the Arctic Ocean. The Arctic Ocean is the coldest. It represents purity, cleansing, exploration. It's the portal to the other realms. Yeah, it let go of negativity. It's connected. Your connection is needed with its source. It requires strength. It requires emotional resilience. Okay, it's the smallest and shallowest of the world's 5 oceanic divisions. So now everything they said about you is returned to sender. That dirty offer. It's that dirty offer you didn't take. It's returned back to them. They can't take that shit. And they couldn't complete the offer. So now in the physical form, they got folk that they like these shark, what they call loan sharks and shit, and these investors that are invested into them, what they call them, cartels and shit like that, done invested into them. Okay, so because everything that they said about you is returned back to them, right? And they know that your spirit guides are on the way here, right? Due to this dirty offer, they know that you taking action here. Okay. Man, oh man. So all that shit, all them shadows, all that shit is coming back to them. They owe a lot in the physical. They owe a lot in the goddamn spiritual. They just owe. They just owe. It don't matter if spirit or divine said it don't matter if we touch them. God damn. The bear came out here. The bear is saying, remain strong and confident. Grounding is needed for healing here, because the family is hiding an ancient secret that's going to be revealed to you here. Ancient, we're talking about you. That's why you've been summoned to this channel as well, and other channels too, right? What we're doing is we're teaching each other our history here, not the shit that they buried on top of, and what you believe beyond that, what you believe beyond it. Sources or divine and spirit, whatever we gonna call it, universe, whatever we gonna call it, the mysterious, mystical, unknown cosmic beings, it's continuously give you downloads on whatever frequency you want. It's no such thing as I'm better than you and you not better than me. It's never been that. It's all energy. We all need each other, right? But we are all to use our own energy. You are not to touch my energy unless a motherfucker, or nobody's allowed to touch your energy unless. You see what I'm saying? They got these big head ass scientists out here and these goddamn engineers and shit like that done fuck with things called, they made up science. And they done misconstrued some shit. Now all that gotta go back to them. I'm trying to tell you. They got like fucked up. What is this upside down? Yes it is. My bad. So the first day of spring is the beginning of the year here. Okay, that I'm fucked with so many calendars here. So if you really want to know when the year is going to begin, look out for the spring equinox. Okay, when everything starts growing here. Okay, when life is coming the fuck back to us, or some of them, they ain't even going to get that because they can't even come out in the sun no more. Okay, it's time to dance and sing. Here come the spring. I know that, right? And the spirit guides is on the way. Don't forget that. It's time to dance and sing here. All right? It's no more dirty offers. That thief that stole everything coming back to everybody that got something stolen from. Fuck your 40 acres. And that raggedy ass mule. Inheritance, bitch. Fuck wrong with them. Fucking 40 acres and a fucking mule. That's how you know Co-Intel Pro was, what the fuck you mean 40 acres and a fucking mule? And it took 2 to 3 generations to fucking really keep. Ooh. That's why we're at the level that we're at now. Right? That's why you had to go through what you had to go through with your families. My fucking ears, I told y'all. That's why you had to go through what you had to go through with your family, within your environments, within your communities, within your jobs. And it was a fucked up experience. If y'all was here last night and when we did the family deck yesterday, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was diabolical as fuck. The devil said, I wish the fuck you would. It was beyond that. They are not of divinity, right? Everything that has been with this dirty offer column, and you know I'm gonna flip the camera. Come on now, y'all know me. Everything they said about you is returned to center. That dirty offer here is returned because it was not of divinity here. A dolphin is coming under the bear. The family that's hiding the ancient secret that's being revealed. Here come the fucking dolphin. How fucking mystical is the dolphin giving you a message here? Come on, divine. This is the last messages from my. Oh, I'm so honored. I'm so fucking honored. I am. Yes, the fuck I am. The dolphin is coming out here, and the dolphin is saying it's time to play and be joyful, dance and sing, okay? Resurrection is here, and the strength is granted. Cooperation you have done, right? You are the representative of higher intelligence. I am your vessel and messenger, guiding you to other realms of protection, peace, and harmony. Come through, dolphin. Come on now. I don't know how to do that shit. I don't know how to do that shit. Okay, you got me fucked up. A hummingbird is coming out here. A motherfucking hummingbird coming out, falling under the first day of spring because of this goddamn thief. Yes. And don't hummingbird, what they do? What they do? But the hummingbird is coming out with this message. Be independent, be resilient, enjoy life, but be swift. Embrace joy, but travel far. I remind you to be more present by lifting up negativity through playfulness here, okay? This thief done stole your goddamn joy. Huh? Yes. Because death goes on all the time. It does not have to be physical. They grunting and shit. They mad as fuck. Surprising things invented in the Middle Ages here. Y'all do your own history, but y'all know me. If by now you've been following me, I think you should get a notebook and a pen. And just start writing down little keywords. You don't have to write everything down word for word. Everything is decoded out here, right? So you're going to write down certain keywords that you hear reach out to you. And that's the first piece of figuring out your own puzzle in your own realm. I'm trying to tell you. I'm going to keep repeating this. You about to start hearing conversations of people that's outside. You don't even know these folk, right? They might know your ass, but you don't know them. But they're going to be having conversations. And if they speak loud when they saying certain things, divine and spirit wants you to hear that message. I'm trying to tell you. And it could be about you or something that's happening around you. All right, so wars. That's why they broke the wars. Going under fuck 40 acres and that raggedy ass mule here, okay? The Arctic Ocean. What they hiding? It's time to take action. I say. The it girls ain't it no more. They are not of divinity. They are nothing but dirt offers. Get your shit together if you consider yourself an it girl. A bad bitch. They are not of divinity. Everything they said about you is returned to the sender. A scorpion is out here. Falling under the dolphin, falling under the bear. The family is hiding an ancient secret that's being revealed. You got animals, especially in your environment out there. Excuse me, let me take a sip of this. The animals are going to be reaching out to y'all in so many different various ways. All right, if you have an animal that has, all animals I think have eyes, right? I think, right? I don't know. I ain't that deep into science. But the first initial for me was the eye contact. They started looking at me, right? The birds started chirping a certain way. At first it freaked me out. I'm like, I know I ain't evil, bro. Why the fuck is y'all like that? You'll hear them bitches. They gonna be loud, or the dogs gonna bark a certain way in your neighborhood, alarming you that it's some shadows or energies or actual people in your neighborhood, and just guard up. Just surrender whatever you feel like you're afraid of. Surrender that shit to divine and spirit. You dig what I'm saying? But you got the scorpion that's coming out here. The scorpion is saying, you are reborn from the ashes. You have new beginnings. Clean up your space, your mind, your body, and your spirit. Right? You are at mastery level. I am your symbol that you focused and used your personal drive to achieve what you want. I know that's the fuck right. And the final guy, I'm about to cry. No, the fuck I ain't. Only thing I cry about is when I daydream about motherfucking going hiking on the top of the mountain again. Motherfucking on a boat, sitting in the top of the middle of the goddamn ocean at night and being scared to jump in that bitch, but I'm still gonna do it. That's the type of shit I cry off of. I cry off of hearing the goddamn birds singing the goddamn song a certain way, and I know they talking to me, bitch. But to cry, who? My children even fucked up in the head about that shit. Who? Me? You better. I'll laugh before I swear to you, if a motherfucker, especially if you got an ugly ass cry, I promise you, I'ma look first. I was the child at the funeral always getting the beating because you got me fucked up. If you think I'm gonna sit right here and look at all these motherfuckers in here hooping, hollering, and they never loved the motherfucker, and they be falling out, and then they back to the house, you know us as children, we ready to see the motherfucking drama because we know after the fucking funeral, everybody family go home, it's gonna be some type of drama, but nobody never really loved the motherfucker that was unalive. I knows it. So the last and final message, where we at? 4608, before I tap into something else on this Mercury retrograde for the first transmission here. Don't forget, it's the first cycle. I might wrap it up though. We might just go ahead and get a prayer card, get a couple of messages from the poetry from Neanderthal, and then get ready for, part 2 will be what we pulled from here, and we'll pull some tarot on that. So the judicial branch decided to resolve disagreements between parties and determine guilt in criminal cases. Yes. What the fuck? The judicial branch decided to resolve disagreements between parties and determine guilt in criminal cases. The judicial branch decided to resolve disagreements between parties. Oh, somebody going to fuck the jail. Yeah, somebody going under the fucking jail. Yeah, not the jail they thinking about. Y'all ever see that clip of Hillary Stanton, the ex-vice president? I'm gonna try to get that shit together. But y'all ever see that clip of her basically being forced into a black truck? And she was like, no. It's a lot of them that's getting yanked the fuck up, and a lot of them that's sacrificing their own goddamn family just so they can't get yanked up, and still they gonna get yanked up regardless. It don't make sense. It just don't make sense. The hummingbird, it fell under that here. Be more present by lifting up negativity through playfulness. So a lot of us, we got to play more here, right? We got to be more invested in our health and our love and shit like that. But the main question of the day is, what if the Mercury retrograde is not actually here to disrupt you? Now, it's going to disrupt us, right? Remember, I told y'all, digestive issues. My stomach, I usually got a 6-pack. And it's going to cause bloating, acid reflux, and nausea, okay? It's going to have you extremely fatigued. It's also going to have you extremely restlessness for some of us. You could have disrupted sleep patterns with vivid dreams or nightmares. It's going to be some skin issues, headaches, muscle tension, stress if you allow it here. Always remind yourself here, if you're prideful, practice humility. If you're angry, practice gentleness. If you're greedy, be generous, okay? If you're envious, be kind, okay? If you're lustful, pure. The fuck pure. I ain't had sex in 3 years. Some of y'all can stop. Even if you're married, it ain't always about the physical sex. It's about the mental sex here, okay? Gluttony, practice self-control, and slothfulness, diligence, okay? I'm gonna learn these by memorizing them because I practice them, but I ain't got them memorized here, okay? And then let's pull out. Let me show y'all what we got. Damn, smoke a lot of weed. Whatever y'all love, y'all. All right, then after this, we're gonna pull out today's prayer, and then we're actually gonna cut the cords and pray with our prayer, okay? So, all right. Column 1, take action. We had information about the Arctic Ocean. Fuck your 40 acres and that raggedy mule. We waiting on our inheritance here, okay? We're gonna pull this out too, okay? Wars. That's why y'all was broke. The wars that they created, okay? Thank y'all so much. Okay, the dirty offer here. We're going to take that one too. Pull her on out here. Everything they said about you is returned to center. They are not of divinity, and the it girls ain't it no more now, is they? No, the fuck they ain't. They are. Some of them are it's. You got to figure out what the fuck it is. Okay, so column number 3 is the family is hiding an ancient secret that's being revealed. We got to figure that shit out. Which family? This gonna be transmission 3.
Pull out the family can you trust them deck, right? Because they're hiding in ancient secrets. So we're going to put this behind the Mercury retrograde there. Boom, because we're going to pull on that after we pull on these here. We got the bear, the dolphin, and the scorpion that came out. Bam. We're going to put them bad boys on up here. All right, we got the thief, bitch ass motherfucker. We got the first day of spring. Don't forget that. In my realm, I don't know what goes on in yours, okay, beloved? But in mine, the first day of spring is the beginning of the year. It is, okay? They harvest your energy on November 1st for a whole, November 1st. I meant to say January 1st, but November 1st came out for a reason. Hummingbird also, I meant to put this down here. Hummingbird came out in the judicial branch, right? They decided to resolve disagreements between parties and determine guilt in criminal cases. Community helpers. This would be community helpers deck, okay? So, okay. Here's how we're going to do this here. I'm just going to put that there. Hummingbird going to come with me. All right, we got surprising things invented in the Middle Ages. It's time to dance and sting, and your spirit guides are on the way. And I think we want to figure out why. All right, so this is going to be transmission 2. When we come back on for transmission 2, these are going to be the guys that we pull out for just general tarot and see what we can pull on this. After I've shuffled my oracle deck, because the babies are gone and we got to reshuffle. This is the last of them here that we're going to open up here. And then also, this is going to be the community helpers here, the judicial branch, because they came on out. So we're going to see who in the community is coming on out. And of course, we're going to use the old maid deck. I don't know. We might use the old maid deck. It depends on how I'm feeling. But look what I got. Y'all know how I don't like to play games for what they usually supposed to be played for. So y'all know I'm going to pull the games out of this game. I'm going to pull the cards out of this game called Buzz. And y'all know we look for keywords. So we're going to bring buzzed out when we bring out the family members. Because 9 times out of 10, they was fucking buzzed when they did the shit that they did. And shout out to Poetry for Neanderthal. Because we just going to pull out a couple of messages real quick. I just wanted to show y'all the portals that we was closing right before we do the prayer, right? And the ones that we are keeping for the next transmission. So you have a better understanding as to what goes on in my mind and how I pull on these energies, right? That try to run away from, God damn you, Mercury retrograde. There you go, itching and shit, motherfucker you. Community helpers. All right. Get some quick messages, keywords, decode them. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Ashe. And I think I just need 4 because y'all been on here we've been on here for an hour. Well, that came on out. We've been on here for an hour here. So, I appreciate y'all. Y'all timeless. Olympics. Something about the Olympics. Summer Olympics. Overall. Ketchup packet. Overall. Something about a mind or a mind reader. And movie popcorn. Okay. A crybaby or a crying. Ooh, that motherfucker just flew. The school or a driving school. Pack. 6-pack like I have, but we in Mercury retrograde, so right now it's not a 6-pack. And then trap, right? Tourist trap. A lot of those national parks, tourist traps. Side, bedside, blade, rollerblade, and it's globally. Skirt. What? Skirt steak, pail, lunch pail, and glass, champagne glass, radioactive. Okay. Talk about radioactive. Welcome to Mercury retrograde. All right, beloveds, let's go ahead get the prayer for today. Shout out to Dollar Tree for today's prayer. With these little prayer cards, I'm going to just pull out one. Coming from 1 Peter 4, chapter 4, verse 10. Divine Spirit has given each of you a gift from great variety of spiritual gifts. Use them well to serve one another. So the reason why I took my time is, I don't say words like Lord, God, Jesus Christ, all that good stuff. Well, I just said them right. But as I'm reading them in scriptures, as I know the meaning of their energies, you know what I'm saying?
and how they've just been replicated and things like that. I choose not to say their name because when I see the word God, I look at myself, right? The generator, operator, and destroyer, the gamma, omicron, and delta, as you are the God in your own realm here. But to some people, they still do religious things, which is, to each his own. I have nothing against religion. I learn them all. I love playing games now. I love learning systems, right? So if you want to read that the way it's written, you know what I'm saying, and you got a Bible or whatever, that was First Peter chapter 4, verse 10. Okay? That's today's little prayer. Now let's get our prayer going. But first, I'm going to read these comments. Right, y'all keep being reminded about this shit here. All right, so let's get to the comments here. Divine Spirit, here we go. So always loving 7 said, morning. Christina Golden said, hi. Christina said the following. Threw up the 100 in the prayer signs and said, true. They unalived my biological father for money. Hundreds involved. Gang stalking 24/7. 100 threw up the prayer hands and a heart sign. Owen Holmes said, bless. Christina Golden said the following. It's all about money. I know. Michelle Martinez said hi. What up, everyone? Richard Muirhead, Black Snake Rising. Pettit. Love and Light Yo said hi. Richard said, oh yeah, batshit. And Max from the 6497 said, so why isn't anyone talking about the digital ID? I know that's right. And that's why we are learning to and growing. But that's true. We're also going to pull on this for the family deck here. Later on, we're going to pull out the family deck. Ooh, I almost reported myself. You see that? This one will be the community helpers a little later on or tomorrow's rising. Let's pray. We rebuke all spells, rituals, and castings that are not of the highest frequencies of source love consciousness that may have been projected our way on all timelines, on all planes, and on all dimensions, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously, knowingly and unknowingly. Anything and everything that I am connected to, spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, and ethereally, they are all protected. All is transmuted into whatever the fuck was sent to us. And then it's sent back to its source because we are already sovereign and we are already free. Any agreements and contracts that we may have agreed to while we was being on lower paradigms of existence of consciousness, they are all cut, they are all ended on all timelines, on all planes and all dimensions, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously. Knowingly and unknowingly, I am sovereign. You are sovereign. We are sovereign. It is done because we've already won. It is done because we've already won. It is done because we've already won. And so it is. All right, y'all. Until the next transmission, much peace. I'm going to keep saying this. Don't take your pictures like this, right? It's a ritual within itself, right? Never let the peace out. Always keep the peace in. And you'll magnetically pull in those that deserve your peace, right? All right, so with that being said, much peace, much light, much love, but especially that darkness, because dark matters, right? And if ain't nobody told y'all today, y'all know I'm going to tell y'all every day, at least 3 times a day. But for the first time today, if you ain't feel me already telling you energetically that I love you, I love y'all, man. Genuinely, authentically, I love y'all. Welcome to the fucking Mercury Retrograde, all right? Agape always. Peace until next time. Hey, keep it wide open. Don't never keep it shut. Ever again. Love y'all. Love y'all, love y'all, love y'all. Love y'all.